there, May Flaum here with my new button line 28 Lilac Lane, and I'm going to show you a demo, quick and easy card. We can do a little bit of watercoloring and add some finishing touches to it. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm working with distress ink, and you just need a slick surface, so I'm just working on some plastic packaging. I have rusty hinge, I have brushed corduroy, and I have black soot, but this will work with any colors of distress ink. If you have watercolors, a watercolor palette, something else that you prefer that's a water reactive medium, that will work well. This is a stamped image stamped onto watercolor paper, and I'm just using a water brush. And what I love about this is here at the trade show, I don't have to worry about if I have all my right tools or anything. I can just take my distress ink and take my water brush, and together I can make all kinds of fun watercolor effects without a lot of time or a lot of extra tools. So what I am doing for our horse stamped image here is just taking these three colors and blending them. I'm starting out pretty light, just sketchy strokes. I'm not really worrying about it. I do want to give the horse a bit of a white marking on the face, so I'm kind of using the marks that are already there to be my guide. I'm not going to worry about if it's just perfect for two reasons. Number one, this is supposed to be kind of a free-form watercolor feel, so we're not going to stress or worry about if it's just so. We're just going to have some fun with it. And number two, by the time we add our embellishments and all of our other things here, it's really not going to matter if it's just perfect. It's going to be a lot of fun no matter what. So once you are happy with the colors that you have, we're already moving on. The next step is that you are going to want to put down some glue. Now here is my personal trick. If I'm working and I have the stamped image offset to one side, I use the side that I'm already on to add my embellishments. Now I am going to use the Pets and Paws kit. This is one of the kits from my new line, 28 Lilac Lane. Another option that would be really good is the Toasted Graham bottle that is full of buttons, beads, all kinds of fun things as well. But since I have the kit out and open, I'm gonna go ahead and pick some bits and pieces from it. And what I like to do is pick one or two larger items, maybe even three. Buttons, or if I wanted a charm, use a charm. So I'm gonna pick out a couple, and I'm gonna pick one larger and two medium. And then what I'm gonna do is work smaller. So I've got sequins, and I'm using a liquid adhesive. It's PPA by US Art Quest, and it dries completely clear, completely matte finish. So it won't show up at all once my project is dry. I'll just add a little more so that I can tuck in a few more sequins. And you can see how quickly this will come together. I can also add in a few beads. I love using seed beads on my cards because it adds that little sprinkle of fun without much fuss. And when I have beads around to do other projects, I always end up with extras. So it's nice to have just a couple little things around that you can just grab and tuck into place as needed. And it's really fun for me working with one of these kits because everything's coordinated, so I don't have to stop and think about if things are just so. I can grab a pearl, grab a bead, whatever it is that I think is the right size and color for the spot that I'm trying to fill, and just set it on down. So the next step, if there is a step that you want to take further, if you wanted to add a little bit of washed out color, we could add a lot of water and a little color if you want to give a little bit of background. I always wait until after I've added my buttons, just so that I am sure where I want that added color, if I want it at all. The other thing that we can do is if you would like to add a sticker, this would be the time when you would want to do that and add in, say, a sentiment stamp or a sticker. I have got some phrase stickers here, and what I love about these are Tim Holtz phrase stickers. What I love is that you can just pick a phrase that feels right to you and just stick it right on down. If you want to stick it on top of the buttons, I recommend just add a little dollop of liquid adhesive, pin it down, and then just dab it to make sure it's in place. If you need to or want to, you can dab it elsewhere just to make sure everything is in place. Now, if it feels a little too tight into the one corner, what I recommend is just take just a couple little spots here and there and just add only the beads, just the tiniest of beads. If you're someone who has a lot of mists, sprays and things, this would also be a good place to just add a little spray, add a little bit more detail. So just like that, we have a card here. You have enjoyed visiting with me today.
Be sure to like our video and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Scrap Time Videos, to be the first to see the latest videos from CHA 2016.